going, y'all? Bluegrass Sports Media here, and today I'm going to tell you the truth about the Tennessee football program and why they're going to be so bad in 2021. But before I get into that, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, hit the dislike button and leave me a nasty comment below. I would definitely love to educate you Tennessee fans on what football is and how it works. But let's get into the video. So about 5 or 6 months ago, Tennessee hired Josh Heupel. I made a video on it, how bad a hire it was. Pretty well made video if you ask me. But they hired Josh Heupel, and all the buzz was that he was going to have a very, very exciting offense. He did a bunch of stuff at Missouri with a great quarterback in Drew Lock. Just asked NFL. I mean, the Broncos didn't draft a quarterback. They think Drew Lock's the dude. And then he went to UCF with Scott Frost's players, and, you know, he did what he did. But that's not what we're talking about today. So you had the spring game a few weeks ago at Tennessee. Tennessee offense looked great. I mean, the offense looked explosive, but it's kind of fool's gold. It's kind of fool's gold because for two reasons. One, they hired new defensive coordinator Tim Banks. Tim Banks has not called a defensive play since 2009. He's been a co-defensive coordinator since 2009. His last time calling plays was 2009 at Ball State. So, for you guys that aren't football intelligent, which is most of you Tennessee fans, co-defensive coordinator just is a basically glorified position coach. He is a glorified position coach. They give him the defensive coordinator title so they can pay him more and keep him there. So that's what Tim Banks has been, a glorified position coach. He's just now getting back into calling plays. So that's why the defense looks so bad. Two, they're bad. Like the defense is completely awful. They have a long snapper, a scholarship long snapper named Will Albright, taking snaps at linebacker. Let that sink in. The mighty Tennessee, if you ask anybody who's a Tennessee fan, the mighty Tennessee has a long snapper that could start for them and be the future linebacker at the University of Tennessee. In an SEC with offensive linemen like Drake Jackson, the great Blue Wall. If you don't ask me, ask the 27 points beat you by last year. But the defense is really bad. I'm sure this Will Albright kid is a great kid. You know, one of my friends here on YouTube, one of my good friends, BVD, vouches for him, says he's a great kid. I'm sure he's a great kid. But there's a big difference between playing linebacker in the state of Tennessee in high school and playing Division I linebacker for the University of Tennessee in the SEC. It's crazy how depleted they are. I think they had a guy go into the portal today from their linebacking crew. Now, he was suspended, and they had 4 guys suspended. He was one of them, so that's probably the reason he went in. But still makes them gives them a lot less depth at linebacker. So they're praying that this Texas linebacker, the leading tackler for Texas, picks Tennessee. If he doesn't pick Tennessee, Will Albright may be the future at linebacker for Tennessee. And, you know, Tennessee has just fallen so far. You know, from Peyton Manning and T. Martin to now, they've just straight nosedived. You know, Kentucky's became a better football program than them. If you don't believe me, ask the NFL. Kentucky had 6 people drafted today in the NFL draft. Tennessee had 2. Kentucky had a first-round pick. Tennessee did not. Tennessee's first pick was Palmer at 77. So Kentucky's been a better football program for the past few years. Beat Tennessee by 27 points. So, yeah, Tennessee's just fallen off, and they haven't even got the sanctions yet. So, yeah, I mean, Tennessee's just going to be a complete dumpster fire for probably the next 5 or 10 years. Heupel's going to be fired soon in 3 years. Give him 3 years, Heupel will be gone, and you guys will be looking for another shithead coach. But, yeah, go ahead and hit me down in the comments. Like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And, yeah, guys, have a great day.